Hello guys, welcome to IS Forex. I am African Rebel, and just as you see on the title or on the thumbnail, this video I want to show you guys the reason, or I want to show you guys proofs or some reasons why I always tell you guys that the current structures have the highest probability of playing out. The current thing is what matters in the market. Even in normal life, I said before in this channel, with our day-to-day life, we know that what we do right now affects the future, not what has happened. What has happened can't be undone, but what you are doing right now, you can better it to help you get a better result tomorrow or in the future. So without wasting much of our time, let me take you to our community. That is where we start the explanation and all of that. So if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to always give us a thumbs up, like our video to increase the YouTube algorithm, and always say your comment in the comment section whenever you have something to say. Let's get started. So this is our Discord community. These are the trade results. All right, this is not what we are looking at for now. Let's go to the trade ideas. You can see yesterday, this is 26th of April. This was yesterday, and 12 p.m. we had a signal from volatility 75 1S index. This is the like most traded in this community. This is what I like to trade a lot, because if I have smaller account, even account that is lower than a dollar can be traded with this guy. So $10, $2, $5, whatever amount of money you have, this guy works on it very well. So that is why I like trading it. So if I have a bigger account too, I just have to increase my lot size. All right. So you see we have this setup yesterday, and from what I said, price swept the major low and rejected the third touch of a trend line. This is clear, just very easy things we always use to trade. So we had 1 2 right, second touch, and we had this impulse like this, and we are anticipating the third touch here because we only have one and the second touch here. This isn't a touch, this is just a connection to make the picture fine, but this is not a touch. This was on the impulsive leg, so we're looking for the third touch here to drop. But if you look at this structure very well, this is not the current structure. I did this purposely because I wanted to use this to show you guys practically why I always tell you that the current structures have the highest probability of playing out. I always like to give you guys proof of everything I say, so that you get to understand that we what we are saying, or what I teach to you guys, is from lifetime experiences and have been practically proved. Alright, so this isn't the current structure. Those of you in the community, you look at this very well, you know this is not the current structure. We have a lot of swings here which are current. So I was supposed to focus on this leg, but I had the whole focus here because I want to show you guys this, and I wanted to see how it will play. Alright, so we had this sweep and then whatever, and we also had our entry. So I told them, look, buy confirmation. Normally if you're in my community, I don't give you the signal with the exact entry point, no, because you are here to learn how to do it yourself. So I give you the focal points, and then I leave you with going to understand the entries from our trading course. You go to understand the entries from our trading courses, then you get to use that entry to implement them here. Learning how to do this is very easy. Normal directional biases, almost every trader knows how to do that. So you see on the trade, we were deep in profit, and I said you should move our trade to break even, right? I say if you executed, go PE. We are deep in profit and price is at major swing point. This was after this, so I'm going to explain all of this on the chart. Okay, so when we said that, let's look at the trade result. You see, some people took the trade, and you can see this guy, he said he was up in profit, right? And that was a major swing point there where the market was reacting from. So I also executed the trade and was up in profit. All right, this one is today's trade, 27. So this was yesterday's trade, and you can see every day we are making money here with our students. So if you want to join a community that you can also get to earn while you learn, I think you have to contact us for mentorship. Look in the link in the description. All right, so let's go back to our idea. So we had this setup, and you have seen, I've explained to you guys that it is not the current setup, but we have to use it just to come and show you guys the reason why we always say it is not the current one plays out better than the one that have passed. So let's go on our chart, and you see this is today's trade idea. And this was the result as well. There's the result as well. Those of you on the Instagram, you see I posted it already. So let's go on our chart to see. Now this is where's volatility 75? Here, this is volatility 75 1S, alright, and this is the trade. This was the trade I was showing to you guys just now in our idea right here. yesterday, 26, right? This is the trade, right? And then this is the trade, this was the execution. Those of you in the community, you know how we executed this. And if you want to understand how we execute, please look in the link in the description. All right, so you can see how we execute. Our stop loss are always very small, and our targets are a lot. So we always target 1:10 trade, so that whatever we reach, we make times 10 of it. So that's why we're able to put a little amount of money in the market and then come out with a lot. So you see, because this is not the current structure, you see what the market did. It came deep in profit, right? Now the swing point I was telling those guys that they should put the break even was around this level. This was the swing point when the market approached here. According to the current structure, this was supposed to be our TP, and our entry is supposed to be somewhere here if we used the current structure the way we do it. But I wanted to do this thing so that I can show to you guys on YouTube here that when I say the current structures have the highest probability of playing out, is what we are supposed to be using, not the past. That is why I tell you guys that sometimes when you extend your analysis to the higher time frame, you frustrate yourself. And number two, look at this, we were in profit, right? We were deep in profit. I think I had a lot. I was like over $100 in profit yesterday with this guy. And what happened? The trade came down. Look at the time it started reversing. It was the time that no, I wasn't awake or I wasn't on the chart anymore. Look at this level. This was like a retracement. We started going back up. We got comfortable, and look at this. This is 12 noon. Sorry, 12 a.m. 00:55. This is 12 a.m. This time I was already sleeping, and look at what happened. It came down. Why? Because we're looking at this level instead of focusing on the current side. If we focused on the current side, let me show you guys. I want to delete this, but I want to show you guys. If we was to focus on the current side, this would have been our analysis. You have 1, 2 here, and then we have 1, 2, 3 that are there. This is a running channel, and then when is the 90%? 90% is what is the swing point that I told them that the market is reactive from. This was supposed to be our TP, and definitely if we have a rejection here, we go to the 1 minute. This is a 5 minute. We go to the 1 minute, and our entry was supposed to be around here with a very tight stop loss, and then our target was supposed to be here. Look at this whole trade we took with the higher time frame. This whole structure, this big structure, the structure from the past. The risk is the trade is just 1:15, right? But if I executed a trade here to this place, it's going to be greater than 1:15. All right. Now, because of the fact that this isn't the current structure, because of the fact that we analyze with what is not the current structure, or we use the past swing point, this swing point to execute the trade. The trade only came, filled the TP of the current structure, and then came back down. Now, if we was on this current structure, if we were looking at the current structure, this is what we would have done. After this 90% was filled, we know that when the 90% is filled, it's going to get funny, right? And we're going to be anticipating whatever is going to happen. Now, this is where we shift back a little. After our swing point, this has been filled. So where are the relevant swing point? We're supposed to just mark this 1, 2. 1, 2, and then where the market started reversing from currently is supposed to be the second touch, which is here. So when the market come back here, we're supposed to execute here, which is working with the current swing. And if we're working with the current swing, you see that we already had a trade from this level to this level, 90% won, and then from there, when the market started giving us rejection, we can now connect this trend line. Why? Because those of you in the community, you know, when it breaks a particular pullback, then the swing becomes valid. So we could have connected this guy, like working with only these dotted lines, this current structure. Let me highlight them. Working with only this current structure, we would have like 3 times trade opportunities. But because of the fact that we're looking at the whatever structure from behind, is the reason why we were deep in profit and then against us. Now look at this. So at first we were supposed to have, let me put this color to something light. Okay, good. So at first, yesterday in the morning, we were supposed to execute something there, and then our stop loss should be something very, very tight, just below the execution, because that was the second touch. That's a rejection of the trend line. So we know that here it is going to be a good time for execution. We're supposed to target that level like that, right? Because that is 90% of our running channel. After the running channel, that running channel swing becomes valid. Why? Because the market took the 90%. Those of you in the community, you know, if I say a lot of things not proper, because these are the things we teach in our course, all right? So this swing becomes valid because those of you in the community, you know already. So from there, we can connect this 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So this becomes with the channel we're looking at, and we have another trade opportunity from here, something like this, and then we are dropping to where the next swing point. We could have had all of these trade opportunities played out with us, made all of this money if we focusing on this current structure. But if we're looking at the day side, that's why we had this trade went up to our direction, because definitely you swept a significant low here. Whenever you have a sweep, you're supposed to target the next significant structure. This is the next significant one. After this low, it's supposed to be this high, because this was the high, this was the whatever, then this high. So we're supposed to target this high. We targeted this, why the market come up, gave us a little bit of profit and then came against us. So because of the fact that I'm sure a lot of you are also having these situations when the market will come a lot into your direction and then automatically reverse against you, and after reversing against you, taking you at break even or at stop loss, it still go back inside that same direction you're looking at. It's because of the fact that you don't focus on the current side. The current structure, the current side of the market is what plays out. If you are on the current side, you will not be scared. If you're on the current side, you have more opportunities than you waiting on the trying to zoom out to get something so back or far behind. All right, so try to always remember that the current side plays more than the current side have the highest probability of playing out. All right, let's look at another example. This is volatility 10 index, and this happened this morning. Now, normally I wake up by 5, so I made the chart around this guy. I made a chart around here. This is 5:30. You see, this is 5. Look at the base here. Look at the base here. You can see that this is 5. We made the chart around this level, and normally anybody who meets this chart, since this guy is already in, this is what you do, because you're a pattern trader, right? Because you're a pattern trader, this is exactly what you do. And that's why I tell you guys that if you understand only patterns, you are going to be in trouble a lot of times. So you're a pattern trader, you bought, let's say you even met it, this was 3 a.m, but let's say you met it and then you bought here. Your target is definitely going to be the next swing point, and then you'll be anticipating what the third touch of the trend line too. So this will be your target. But look what happened. The same scenario that happened to us yesterday, which was on the roughly 75, we were deep in profit and now took BE. You can see on my screen that was my trade. All of them came to BE. I purposely left those trades so that I can show to you guys that it is the current price that plays, not the past. The past is useless. All of the past is useless. It is only the current swings you can see right here that are relevant. All right. So the market, we did what the market. So if you're a pattern trader, you come. This is exactly what you see, because the market already taken off. So you buy here and then anticipate to take your profit at this level, or targeting the third touch of the trend line before you look for sell. Definitely, this is a clean price pattern that everybody will look at, right? But you see what happened? It came halfway and then against you. Why? Because the current structures don't tell you that. This is what you draw. Like I said, there's nothing that is wrong in the market, but it's how you use it. All right. So what you would have drawn here, like I drew earlier, these guys, this isn't wrong. It is not wrong, because you are connecting swing points, you are connecting trend lines. It's not wrong. Trend line are supposed to be connected to swing point. They are not wrong, but they are not useful. All right. They are not wrong, but they are not useful. That's why I always tell you guys that when you want to learn how to trade, or when you want to learn, don't just go on YouTube and go, bro. People on YouTube, we know that we have courses that we sell to our premium community. So there's no way you can learn to be good as those people on YouTube from their YouTube. It's never possible. It's never possible. Never. There's no YouTuber who is a trader and profitable right now that learned from another YouTuber on YouTube for free. Just what you see on YouTube, and the person is now the way they are. No, it's not possible. All right. So you have to remove your mindset from you want to stay on YouTube, or you want to understand you understand what I'm saying. All right. So a lot of people won't even tell you a lot I'm saying to you. So this was what we met, right? But if I want to focus on the current structure, this is what I'm supposed to have. This is the last swing, and then this was the previous swing before the current swing we had, and the market was here. So it was not a swing yet, because we met it there. It wasn't a swing yet. So this was the last swing, 1, 2. I would have connected these two guys, right? And then wait for the second swing to be created, because we definitely have an anticipation line here. So wait for the second swing to be created. When do we know that the second swing is created? Those of you in the community, you know when the swing is valid. So when the swing became valid, you can see it already here. So if you don't know when a swing point is valid, look in the link in the description to join us so that you get to understand when swing points are valid or not valid. So those in the community, you can see the swing point became valid, right? That is when we can connect the second one. And whenever we have this kind of structures, we do what? We look for sales because we have 1, 2 expanding, and then we're supposed to short. If you look at the left hand side too, you see a lot of reasons for selling. And instead of waiting on this buy, we know that, yeah, when it got here, we know that, yeah, it is time for us to sell, because we are always wanting to battle, or we are always battling with the current structure, and then the entry was supposed to be somewhere here. But if you go to the 1 minute, you can filter a better entry. All right, so stop loss there, and first target on the next swing point, and the other target is whenever you want to swing it to. I think this guy, you see. But if you were doing the initial thing, like if you were doing the normal pattern thing, a lot of people come to me and say they trade Falcon. You don't understand what you are doing, bro. You have to sit up. So if you are doing whatever you think you are doing, this is what you have, and the market came against you, be like, oh God, why all the time the market come halfway? It's because you don't know what you're supposed to know. All right, it's because you don't know what you're supposed to know. Always put in your mindset that the market is not out to get you. The market is not, it doesn't know your family. The market don't know you. Your financial problem is not known to these charts. No, they don't know them. They don't know anything about you. So you have to know the right thing. Without the right information, you can't survive. That's how it is. So please, subscribe to our channel. If you enjoyed the video, like it. If you see it informative, please drop us a comment. Thanks for watching.